This is the SML Today, and you are listening to the SML Podcast Network.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of SML Today, the recap show. Starting off in the AFC North, Dan is still unbeaten. I know Dump is hot on his tail, but Dan is looking tough right now. Still unbeaten is the Pittsburgh Steelers. AFC South, the Colts, I beat Faz's butt now twice. That's 2 losses. Looks like the Colts might be running away with this division now, especially with an Italy trip playing for Faz. In the AFC East, Finns. That's right, Finns leading the division right now over Bean, over KJ, and over Fig. A lot of good stuff going on in the AFC. And QP, 6-0, just beat Clinky, fresh off a big win. Clinky now drops to 2 losses with Mahomes still out with an injury. That's a huge one. And the NFC North, Bomber, only 1 loss. And I think I'm going to chalk that division up to a Mad Bomber victory here. The Chicago Bears. Moving on now. We're going to take a look at the NFC South. And that's Doink. With only 2 losses, he is tied up with Dom. Dom's got a big game against me coming up, but that division might come down to the wire. NFC East, Tiny Titan still leading his division. Meats is hot on his tail. I think Meats does have a trip coming up, but Tiny Titan right now only 2 losses, and he's holding on. And now Matt with 1 loss, starting off the cycle with 1 loss against Straw, but he's fine form now with 1 loss with the Seattle Seahawks. Looking at some games, Clinky and Rowan, that's a fun game that's coming up here. I'm excited to watch that one, a Thanos Club duel without Mahomes. Another game we're going to go ahead and take a look at here is Bomber and QP. Can Bomber give QP his first loss of the season? That'll be interesting. QP with the huge team advantage there. Another game, Gutta and Paulie. Gutta calls Paulie Paul. And guess what? Paul doesn't have his quarterback suspended, and Gutta does. So that's going to be a good one to watch there with teams fighting for standing. KJ and Tiny, the Bro-in-Law Bowl. Tiny has the better record. He's playing better. He took coaching from me a while ago, and he's taking it in stride, and Tiny's probably going to win this game. Straw Blacks and Meats is already going down. That's going to be a fun game. We got just a loaded slate of games coming up here this advance now. And another game I'm looking at is D-Muse against myself. That's going to be a fun one tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. Dan and Faz were scheduled to play, but Faz is going to be in Italy, so we're going to miss out on a good one there. Looking at some league stats. Man, Gilbert, what are you doing? On third down, you are awful. That's terrible and awful. 27% on third down. Embarrassing, Gilbert. Get it better and you'll probably win more games. Finns, who's, I believe, second place in his division, if he can fix his red zone percentage, look at that red zone offensive percentage. That's terrible. Terrible, 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 Finns. I know you got the weapons deep, but when you get inside, you got to run that rock better. Look at the penalties. QP getting favored by the Madden gods. 1 penalty so far for 0 yards. And that is SML Today, the recap show, the Prime Edition recap show. I hope you guys enjoyed. We got some good games coming up. Guys, good luck the rest of the way.